And don't label me, nude.
Don't do it. Ow!
Oh.
Submitted by You Want Fried Rice or White Rice?
White rice.
Mexican rice.
Fried rice.
Fried rice with lobster.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Ooh, lobster.
A newborn baby is now the first ever to be labeled as gender unknown.
What?
How does that happen?
How do you become a gender unknown baby?
Yeah.
So this baby
Has a penis with a vagina on the side of it.
Is it hermaphrodite? Is that the correct term?
I don't know shit
Yeah,
about
If you have
No
both, that's the
agenda.
biological term.
Wait, isn't the word intersex?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh,
Because
okay,
remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking anatomy book that you had in college, and then you were showing me pictures of people that have both parts?
Biologically, they call it hermaphrodite. Any animal with both is hermaphrodite.
Then why is it not a correct term anymore?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Scientifically, you mean?
Yeah, scientifically. It's like the street word is cock, but everyone knows it's penis.
So hermaphrodite is like, is it the Latin scientific word for the person with the condition of both?
With the both.
A Latin goddess, Hermaphrodite.
Yep, based off
I like
Aphrodite.
Isn't she the goddess of love?
No, Aphrodite, I just made that shit up.
Aphrodite is love soul music.
Well,
Yeah. What's up, y'all? I'm Aphrodite.
yeah, so this baby,
Back to this again.
this baby's a Canadian baby.
So what's hermaphrodite though? The god of what?
No, nothing. There is no
Hermas.
body.
There's no hermaphrodite.
So this baby's name is Cyril Alti
Oh
Dottie.
my God, this kid's gonna get beat up.
Is it broken up into 3 parts?
It's 3 names. Yeah, so it's Cyril is the first name, Alti is the middle name, Dottie's the last name.
What culture is that?
They're from Canada, so I don't really know.
Interesting. Okay.
The parent,
Singular.
singular parent, which this person doesn't identify with either male or female, so they would prefer to be referred to as they. And so their name is Corey Dottie. And so Corey has an 8-month-old baby that they've been trying to get the sex changed on the birth certificate, but they were not successful with that. But they were successful with having the sex be a U on the health card in Canada.
Oh, you for like unknown?
Yeah. So it's either like unknown or undecided.
Oh, undecided.
Undisclosed or.
Dottie Surreal
So that's the last name?
Atlee.
That sounds like a big ass typo, dude. Like somebody just fell asleep on a keyboard, just like.
Oh, the baby's born on the same month I am. April.
No, it's November.
Oh, it's the issue.
November 11th.
November 11th.
Date of birth is November.
Oh, November 11th. That's 11/11.
Yeah, so this is the family. The baby.
The baby is like playing lion.
Yeah, and so.
So what? The dad mummy popped out the baby, or like who was the carrier of the vessel of the baby?
The parent was the vessel of the baby.
It's so.
Wait, is
They? You would refer to they?
who cummed in the mom?
I don't know.
Oh, so this is a biological, they is a biological mother.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And the baby popped out.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitively, gender is a societal. Ooh, that guy is weird looking. Gender is a gender is a societal thing. And then what is the? So what is?
I'm so fucking
No,
confused.
no. There's okay. Okay. Here's the thing. So one is learned behavior, and one is biological.
Yeah. So what's the biological?
That's
Sex.
what they're trying to. Yeah, sex. I think sex is sex.
The term is
yeah.
sex.
Because
Gender is what they identify with.
Because I thought on these cards it says sex. It doesn't say gender.
Yeah, so Corey is trying to get sex just removed completely. Like.
But that's a
they-
scientific thing, though.
Yeah, but they feel that no one really needs to know anyone's.
Yes, they do for identification.
I know, but that's what.
The fuck are you talking about?
are saying.
I understand the gender thing. Like now that it's been explained to me, because I guess definitively it's a societal thing. So it's like, yeah, if you say I'm male or female, I get that. But a sex thing is a biological thing.
Yeah, we just need it for certain objective things.
Yeah.
Because like I can say, hey, I identify as a 90-pound female, and I should be ultra strong, lightweight boxing. And I could go in there and always get like a medal.
Yeah, because sex
I
is.
could go in and compete with 90-pound boxers because I identify
Yeah.
by being a female, and I identify with being 90 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm going against what my actual biological thing is.
It works with weight too.
Because sex too is just like,
I don't know.
when they ask for your sex, that's like saying your eye color.
It's an objective thing.
It's objective. It's not like somebody's going to persecute you because you choose to be male or female. We're just talking about something that's very factual. So you can't, just because you have blue eyes and you say, oh, well, I identify with
Does
being a
it
brown.
work for culture too? So like, let's say I was adopted by white parents, and then I identified with Caucasian because I don't know how to speak no Asian language, but I was adopted and raised as from that kid, and all I know is my white neighborhood and my white parents. So does that make me culturally, like when I file up the form, does it mean like if I'm Caucasian?
I know, huh?
Right?
Now, like,
I'm so confused.
What it feels like right now, it's literally whatever you want it to be.
That's tight. I'm a 6 foot athletic black guy.
That's right.
That's dope.
That's who I am right now.
If that's what you feel like, then that's dope.
Because I think this battle is being fought not in the right way. Like, I don't think it's a battle to be fought. You know what I mean? Like, you could be whatever gender you want. That's perfectly fine.
But you can identify.
Is that the parents? That's the parents' motive. Like they want to create like let the child decide what its gender is.
that's exactly
So kind
their
of keep
point.
it blank, and then when the kid is like 18, then they decide, daddy, or wait.
Hey,
So what would the baby call the parent if they can't say daddy or mommy?
Corey.
Why don't we just call Corey like the biological mom?
Yeah, but when you're a baby though, like what would your mommy name be?
Corey.
Corey.
Really? So you
Corey is the parent's name.
No, but the cute
no
name.
one calls their parent by their name.
I know, but but you guys are basing it off of your own standards. They obviously have their own standards. So for the sake of this conversation, the baby will come Cor.
Cor, okay.
Cause my nephew calls my grandpa Papa,
Yeah.
but then he calls his dad Dada.
Because they identify as
This is what's going to
males.
happen. They're going to have to make their own definition, so they have to smash your keyboard again and then figure out.
And another set of names are gonna come out.
Yeah.
There's a ma
Chica banana!
so whatever it is, they'll come up with the cute name. The cute, endearing family name.
Yep.
Right? Like Cor. Something like that.
Yeah.
The core.
Baby grows up. Cor. I think I know what I want to be now.
That's cute.
And I'm 18 and I can choose, and I think I'm gonna identify with male. So then when they get their driver's license and ID, they could start putting in male. Is that how it works?
This is too much work.
I'm just asking, is that what they're trying to do? Is have a blank,
Yes.
and then let the kid decide when they grow up?
Well, not necessarily when they grow up. So Corey is saying that when they were growing up, they had a difficult time changing everything because when they were born, they were immediately
You know Corey's also fucking English up. They is plural.
Yeah.
So now they're just straight changing grammar too.
No, but it's 2 in 1, like a word. So it's 2 people in 1.
I know, but it's plural though. It's literally, it's not two.
Them.
If it's 2 in 1, it's still one item.
Oh shit! I never even thought of that.
Like a Swiss Army knife is still a knife. It's not knives.
Knives. Oh shit! I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Hey, can I be honest with you though? 100%, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I could give 2 fucks less. I just think it's just like one of those things. It's like, alright, you fucking do whatever the fuck you want. But if you were talking about facts, the fact is, it's a biological thing. So if you want to talk about whatever gender you want to be, that's fine, whatever. But that's not what the ID is there to identify. It's to identify
so
with your sex.
Going back on what I was trying to say, so they were saying that when they were born, they just struggled so much because
you
they
were
were
poor.
automatically assigned a sex that they didn't identify with. And so that's why.
Assigned a gender they didn't identify with.
No, a sex.
But a sex isn't what you're assigned, it's what you're born with.
Oh, true.
Yes, but it's on all of the government identification. So they are just saying that they didn't want their child to have to struggle if they didn't identify with
That's not a
whatever
real
sex.
fucking struggle. I'm sorry, man.
I know.
Like,
but
I
I'm
don't
just
give.
reporting.
It's just a big thing right now, because like, oh man, it's already hard enough to choose your passion and your future and your career. Now you gotta choose like what sex or gender you are. Like, so there's too many choices now. We need to go back to the old days where like you had 0 control and everything was predetermined for you. Your fucking parents and government controlled everything. That is why if I have a communism, it's gonna be 100% awesome. It's gonna be great. You know how many problems we're not gonna have? if I fucking controlled everything and then nobody had any decisions, I think that would be the best.
Like, I know, this whole thing is so confusing too, because even when I was talking about your guys' baby, I'm like, can you guys guess what gender, you know, that's gonna be? And there were people commenting like, you can't assume the gender of the unborn baby. I'm like,
you motherfuckers have nothing better to do with your fucking lives. Who the fuck cares? My baby's gonna come out a fucking giraffe. I don't give a fuck. As long as the kid got fucking 10 fucking fingers and 10 fucking toes, I'm okay. Who the fuck cares? And if you're sitting there just wondering, like, that's the biggest problem you had growing up. You know, my biggest problem when I was growing up, we didn't have fucking food. That was my problem. I had fucking time to think about that shit.
A lot of people that are, they're really worried about all this too, is because they're saying like, you know, I'm really concerned for that child. It could be very damaging that the parent is like imposing their own beliefs onto the kid.
Yeah, let the kid do whatever the fuck.
You know what's crazy though? Like, I'm looking at it just strictly from a like a citizen and a scientific perspective.
Yeah.
God forbid some shit happens to the parent, right? And like, let's say the kid needs help. In order to treat the kid properly, they have to pull the kid's pants down. You know what I mean? Because there's no card that can tell you directly what the sex is now. So it just makes things extremely convoluted. Like if the kid has a problem and like, let's say that sickness or whatever is sex dependent, they can't do it old school. Okay, cool, this is the medication we'll give them. You don't have to worry about a period, menstrual cycle. We don't have to worry about any of these things. It's a dude, right? But now we have to go, I'm sorry, typo, but we're gonna have to pull your pants down because we don't know what the fuck you is.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing actually. I feel like you just put so many more like obstacles and hurdles in front of you.
I just feel like people consider these like battles that need to be fought. I don't think that it is. I think that gender is something that you could decide with your kid. You know, as they grow older, that's your family. You do whatever you want.
I think they just live in a different world than us because like, it's one of those things that maybe for them growing up, it was really, really a big issue that they didn't know if they were a boy or girl and they just didn't fit in. And they're lucky. I would say to them, you're very, very lucky that you didn't have similar issues that we did that were like, fuck man, that's the worst. You had it, that's awesome. I would say that.
I think if they could have two cards, that would be cool. Like an identification card and what you identify with, that'd be your gender, all those things that you assume your own identity, and then there's a medical card that has your blood type, your actual sex, and all those things.
Yeah, this is the baby's health card too. Like the actual.
See, that's the part that I'm like, man, I don't know.
Well, I'm actually curious, Julia, because you have a family member that kind of goes through all this like identity.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this?
I thought they're just gay.
Well,
you have a Morphin Time family member?
Okay, so now my sister, she did ask me to just refer to her as my older sibling. So
oh, whoops.
It's okay. So as of now, like, she doesn't really identify as either like male or female per se, and like, but she's cool with either or. Like, you can refer to her as a he, or you can refer to her as a she or they. They being like a very neutral.
Yeah, like a non-binary.
Yeah, like a very neutral pronoun, not like categorizing that person as whether a female or
they need to create a new one because it's confusing. Because if you're writing in English and you write they, you're gonna assume two or three people, two or more people. But if they had like a say.
Yeah.
Then, oh, okay, cool. They need to invent a new word, but keep going.
Yeah. It is confusing, but I mean, with this card thing, I personally think that for the sex, it should be stated just for health reasons because, I mean, there are certain, like, I would say, like, diseases or even, like, health conditions that are related to a certain sex, you know? Like, if you're female, you're more likely to potentially get this, or if you're male, you're more likely to get this, you know? And be able to help narrow down anything, like, medically. But in terms of, like, if they had a section where it says sex and then gender, and if that gender was a you, that would have been a lot better, in my opinion. But then again though, like, I'm not really entirely in that world. I only know it through my older sibling, and so it's just like with that, it's like, well, I respect what you guys like identify as and like what you guys want to like represent yourself as, but it's just like it does get a little confusing.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to understand because we've been living in a society where it's always been like set in this way, where it's just like I guess like a very, what they say is like a very heterosexual society, where it's just like it has been male, female, this is how it's always been. Like anything outside of that, it's just strange. It's like, I don't get you, you know? And it's like, because
I don't think it's strange. There's people that are both, in my opinion, and then biologically, there are people that just have both.
Yeah.
And they're born hermaphrodite or whatever, right? And I could see how it's very hard for them to choose between the two, because biologically they are both.
Yeah, if they're intersex and they have a U, that makes sense to me.
So then when you get an ID card, right?
Yeah.
And you have both parts.
And you can put IS.
You have ovaries and a dick. Like, what are you gonna put? That's very hard to, figure out. But if it's a gender issue and you identify and it's how you feel, that's very different. So, I don't know. I do feel for the people that have both body parts and they don't know what the fuck to choose.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that just goes back to what I was saying too. Like, we're talking about biological things. So if that's the case, then yeah, I'll fuck with that. There should be a thing that says IS, intersex, so they can figure out what they have to do, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That still goes with what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, you're fighting a battle that you're imposing your beliefs onto other people. And biology is not a belief, it's a fact. That's it. Like I said, it's eye color. It's fucking skin tone. It's hair color.
Yeah, your height.
Your height. Yep. These are not interchangeable. So I think they're fighting a different battle right now, and they're kind of putting it in the wrong place.
Because they're feeling like they're not accepted because there are a lot of people that don't accept them. But then there's the other part, which is just science.
Yeah, I understand their battle and I support them, but I just think this is the wrong way if it's a health card.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because I like everybody, and if you think you are what you are, then you are what you are, like me.
Thanks for watching Just Kidding News, guys. Don't forget to comment down below. We want to hear what you say, only if it's positive. Remember that. To watch more videos, go up here, baby.